Timeout, Cavemen. Dallin Hurley taking it in the high post, losing the hander. Somehow manages to dig it back out. And heads up play by Coach Meacham to call the timeout. 30-second timeout. Once again, we remind you tonight's game is brought to you by Zions Bank. Zions Bank is ready to help you achieve your goals as a small business. We're proud to be the top lender of U.S. Small Business Administration 7A loans in Utah for the past 20 consecutive years. Member FDIC, credit approval required. Zions Bank. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. So we've seen an exciting game as both teams getting all 5 players into the scoring rate. Excuse me, both teams getting many of their starting 5 into the scoring game. The Cavemen, the early season, were a team that looked like they could put up 70, even 80 points night in and night out. Since region play began and playing obviously significantly tougher competition in the best region in state, that point average has gone down, but the defensive has really stepped up. They do not want to lose 3 games in a row, especially at this critical time of the season. They have the lead here and a chance for the last points of half number 1. Johnson would make it happen himself, but he's blocked. Number 23, that's Studdard, getting his hand on the ball. Back the other way, Asa misses it, but guess who's there? As time expires, it's 2 points for the Thunder. Not exactly. Back out on the hardwood. Thunder will begin with possession, which means the possession error will point in favor of the Cavemen for the time being. And having some trouble getting the first inbound in. Good defense out of the gates by the Cavemen, showing some aggressive. They're in a zone out there. But look at that, Anthony Condi for 2. Anthony Condi finding the sweet spot in the zone and popping it up. Here's Brendan Bailey down into Cameron Poten. Poten defended by Fawcett. He's got a size advantage. Here, a little hook shot. Count it. Cameron Poten, 2 points. Looking at all a little bit like Kareem out there. And the entry pass is knocked away from Braden Hooker. And hey-oh, 3-pointer for the Cavemen. So Cavemen with an early 5 points to answer Westlake's 2 to begin the second half. Across the other end, here's the entry pass to Folker, working on Hurley. 1 inch advantage, and 1 inch isn't going to be enough. Ball missed, rebound tipped around, controlled by the Cavemen. Quickly back the other way, Johnson running point. Johnson over to Poten, thought about a 3. Poten, big fella, can shoot. But over to Johnson instead on the baseline, and he will take 3, and it's an air ball. So ill-advised shot there by Spencer J. And the Thunder on the other end. Condi over to Fawcett. Fawcett finds Asa. Big fella comes out to swing the pass around, and here's Anthony Condi. Got it. Anthony Condi having the hot hand here in the second half of play for the Thunder. And it's a 3-point deficit once again. Down on the other end, Hurley unable to connect. Tight defense there. And now with some 3-point shooting, we'll see if inside out comes in play here for the Thunder. Instead, Linton puts up the 12-footer and is fouled. Looks like it's going to be the second foul on Spence. Spencer Johnson had the opening foul of the game and has not fouled since. It'll be on the ground, inbounded at the baseline. Here's Asa. Over to Anthony Condi. Swinging around. Fawcett trying to get into the scoring, and he does. Just like that, it's a tie ball game. And back the other way come the Cavemen. Trying to get it down to Hurley, not buying it. Rebound to the Thunder. Linton may have been open, but not going to him. Instead throwing it away. That was Asa McCurd and Spencer Johnson all the way to the other end. Misses the layup. Rebound goes out of bounds. Thunder basketball. So, I said that this would be a defensive struggle for the rest of the game. Apparently, I offended these teams somehow as they come out of the gate shooting hot and passing it away. Turnover for the Thunder. That was Fawcett trying to find Asa. Asa had his back turned, never had a chance at that ball. Raiden Harris with his fresh haircut inbounding. Condi looking down low. And here comes Bailey. Bailey driving. Cut off. 15-footer. In and out and in again. Brendan Bailey. He loves that mid-range jumper. Boy, doesn't he. Having trouble with it in region play. Erases there's some doubt there with that. In and out and in again basket. Thunder on the other end. They'll throw it away. It's last touch by Thunder. It looked like it may have been tipped. But instead, it's going to go back to the Cavemen, and that's enough for a timeout for the Thunder. As we look again at this shot from Bailey, goes all the way around the rim and somehow finds its way down. 6 points for Brendan Bailey, a 2-point lead for the Cavemen. So as we come back from that timeout from the Thunder, we let you know this game's being streamed on SFan.tv, the best live stream coverage of Utah high school sports in the state of Utah. It takes a community to bring these games to you. If you're interested in helping out as a sponsor, call us at 801-453-5070. That's 801-453-5070. And back the other way, here comes the Caveman, Brendan Bailey. And he's got another three. have to get me at the basket. That's an easy 2 points there for Dallin Hurley. Here's Fawcett running point. 6'7" Bailey, the defensive assignment. Fawcett driving baseline, trying to get to that basket, and he does. Mason Fawcett, who did not get points in the first half, unusual for 13-point per game player, getting his first 2 on the drive. On the other end, it's Dallin Hurley once again, this time no dice. Here comes Fawcett quickly down the other end, his team down 38-34. And Anthony Condi gives it up to Studdard, and the ball once again goes out of bounds. So if you can sum the Thunder's game thus far, a lot of impressive 3-point shooting and a lot of not so impressive passing, as they yet again give the ball up, facing a 4-point deficit. Benji Judd is into the game in place of Condi. He gives up to Harris. Harris directing traffic back to Judd. Judd finding an open lane and a drive and a chance for a 3-point play. Oh my goodness. Benji Judd went Marshawn Lynch mode, tucking that ball under his elbow, getting to the basket. Would not be denied. Benji Judd, as you can see here, picking the ball up right at the right time. By the way, just making the free throw to make it a 3-point play. And with that, the Cavemen have the biggest lead of the game at 7. 2 minutes left in quarter number 3. Fawcett looking hungry and passing it away once again. Jeffrey Strubel into the game for the Thunder, cannot handle the pass. And I think Mason Fawcett showing some frustration as the Cavemen almost give it away. Benji Judd using his speed to save the day. And then it's Dallin at the top of the key. Dallin gives this one off to Johnson. Johnson yo-yoing, find Dallin on the pick, and whoa, and he'll get 2 shots. Some old school basketball there from the Cavemen, getting the big fella involved. It's a chance to extend the already game-high lead for AF. And he will, with a chance for one more. So Dallin Hurley into double figures, also with blocks, rebounds. Good night for the 6'7" senior, as he makes 2 of 2 here. 9-point game. Fawcett, a little frustration, couple of sloppy passes on the last 2 possessions. Gives it up here to Anthony Condi, who almost throws it away to the aggressive Braden Harris. Instead, Harris picks up his 2nd foul on the play. So, foul count 3 to 5. 5 for the Cavemen, 3 for the Thunder. Still low fouls for each team. And Mason loses it off the foot of Dallin. No, there should have been a kicked ball call. The refs don't see it. Looks like the Cavemen will take over possession. And back into the game once again, Mr. George Brimhall. Maximizing his minutes last time with 2 pretty assists. Still no points for George Brimhall, a junior. Benji Judd with the ball on the right elbow. Out to Spencer, who will drive, give up to Dallin. Thought about a 15-footer, instead looking to create something. And Brendan Bailey on the travel. So Brendan Bailey is trying to establish his dominance. Why not? The Arizona State commit. It's going to be the biggest, most athletic player just about any time he steps on the wood. But there, gets a little too greedy, turns it over on the travel. Less than a minute left here in quarter number 3. There's Fawcett trying to get the entry pass, throws it away once again. 3 turnovers in the third quarter for Mason Fawcett. Benji Judd now taking it to the other end. Oh my. Bad call. I usually play things pretty neutral. I don't have a dog in this fight. But Jeffrey Struber runs into a brick wall, and the brick wall gets called for a foul. That's the second foul on Dallin Hurley. And that turns the ball over in favor of the Thunder. Inbounds and some physical play once again. This time it's number 24, Trenton Fumer hitting the deck. And into the big fella working on Dallin. Blocked. Dallin Hurley with his third block of the game. And a jump ball between Benji Judd and Anthony Condi. Possession will favor the Thunder. 22 seconds on the dot left in quarter number 3. So some interesting play we've seen thus far. Trenton and blocking foul against Brimhall. So no basket. Foul's going to be on the ground. But I believe that should be the penalty. There should be a 1-and-1. No, it's foul number 6. No shots. And what a foul and tree pass. And now they're going to call an offensive foul against Hoker, as the fans express their gratitude and their displeasure. Displeasure from Westlake, gratitude from AF. As now the Cavemen once again, last shot. And it's a foul. Once again, this time Jeffrey Strubel, the guilty party. 15 foul against the Thunder. They'll inbound it with 9 seconds. And just barely able to check into the game. Number 23, Dallin Studdard, getting back out there. They wisely take Braden Hoker out with foul numero 4, 1 away from fouling out. Here's Johnson. Condi working on the defense. Johnson will just take it all the way, lose it. 3 seconds left. The 65-foot shot off the backboard. So we've reached the end of for the final quarter of play. Cavemen lead Westlake by 9. Let's recap that third quarter. Has the Westlake came out shooting and gunning, but the Cavemen answered click for click and turned a 3-point lead into a 9-point lead. If they can hang on to this, it'll run the record to 10-7, but more importantly, 4-2 in region play. Bailey to inbound. Possession will favor the Thunder for the near future. Condi winning point over to Johnson at the left elbow. Johnson looking for Bailey down the post, and Bailey barely able to get to that pass. Cavemen will probably reset the offense here. Bailey takes a contested 3-pointer. No good. Down on the other end, Fawcett missing the teardrop floater. Johnson with a sloppy pass. Gotta be better than that, as he just lets that one fall out of his hand. Thought he had an open man. Instead, loses the ball. 7 minutes to play. 7:20 to play. And we have an off-ball foul. I believe this will go against Spence. If so, that's foul number 3 on Spencer Johnson. And no, they'll give it to Braden Condi. Foul number 3 on AF Condi, Braden Condi. So to the foul line now. The energetic Trenton Fumer misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Benji Judd running point, using that speed and going all the way to the basket. No, just bouncing out for Benji. So Benji Judd can surprise you at times. 3-pointer on the other end, got it. So Westlake showing they still have some fight in them, making it a 6-point game as Dallin Hurley is fouled on the other end. Look here, the breaking 3-pointer, Benji Judd. Good job getting back on defense. Just a moment too late.